See, just when the world seems to be in your hands, all you do is blink. Suddenly, nothing is anywhere in sight. There's nothing in your hands at all. The world as you know it, it'll get turned upside down and inside out, and everything you knew turns out to be bullshit. In merely an instant. See, Aries Price, you are a young, naive, little punk bitch. And you're still yet to understand, as much as you think you may know. And despite believing that you get how the world works, you still just don't know shit. But I'll learn you. There's nothing better I am than teaching lessons. One day, you'll realize how true this is. You see, life, no matter who you are, has this way of knocking you down a notch every once in a while. It seems sometimes the powers that be either feel obligated or forced to remind you of your vulnerability and your mortality. The fact that everybody has weaknesses. See, never in the history of man has anyone ever managed to go unscathed or undefeated through their entire life on every front. Everyone, and I mean everyone, falters and comes up short at some point in time or another. See, both myself and Aries Price, we recently had our own setbacks. Whoopity friggin' do. You need to realize sometimes, boy, that shit happens. It's the way life goes. Nothing ever goes to plan. Not to mention that, really, as we move forward and we close in on our match, there is nothing from them losses. There's nothing of those shortcomings that's gonna make a difference. Neither one of those losses are gonna mean a damn thing. See, you've been mocking me. You've been making jokes at my expense. You've been trying to make yourself look cute. You think you're the first one to try that strategy, son? Do you? See, all you're doing is gonna make yourself, at the end of the day, look stupid once that dust settles. You are under the assumption that you're managing to get under my skin. You're managing to anger me somehow. You gotta do better than that, kid. You just don't get it. Maybe one day you'll be a big star, but that's not now. Those toddler-type tantrums, the ones that you've been throwing, they have no effect on me other than it gives me a good laugh in the morning when I'm taking my morning shit. See, when you start to speak, all I hear is, I'm cool. I'm a bad boy. I have O's. I have herpes. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh yeah, I have a complex because my daddy, he was too busy to pay me any attention, and my mommy, she never gave me any hugs. Look at me. I'm a British bitch boy. See, one of the many things that your pea-sized brain's unable to comprehend, since your mouth is always busy running, you're not significant enough to ruffle my feathers. You aren't skilled enough to get me to lose focus on my task at hand. In my eyes, you're nothing more than just a little kid that's always doing everything in your power to get the attention of the adults in any instant he can. Nothing more, just an attention-craved little punk bitch. That's all. So you got a long ways to go before anybody really knows your goddamn name. Me, I long ago established in undisputable fashion that I was, and then I still am, the most vile, the most maniacal, and the most destructive force or being that has ever gotten inside those ropes to compete. There wasn't a single soul in this world that is capable of the mayhem that I. You rewind time, once upon a time in a place called BTW. First, I defeated every one of the scariest monsters they could find. Then I toppled every one of their their most renowned villains. Then I annihilated every single one of their so-called dark or evil types, one by one after another. See, contrary to your misinformed and entirely false belief, my crown and my throne are real. You name them. If we went toe-to-toe, me and this other, I've already knocked them down. But that brings me to here and now. So you are about to engage in what, for you, will be the biggest and most difficult fight of your life. For me, this is just another day at the office against another big-mouth dipshit. Sounds like fun to me. See, I truly hope you've been enjoying yourself, having a good time during your 5 minutes of fame, because that is all about to expire. It's time for you to come back to reality as you are relegated back to your appropriate status. The same place that you're going to spend the rest of your career, the rest of your life in. The same status that your lame-ass daddy was considered. Just a mid-card lifer. That title that you've been holding, that you've been fortunate enough to hold, really, deserves to be held by someone that can truly make it that prestigious and sought after and, well, highly regarded title that it deserves to be. It needs someone who adds to the value of what the title already represents and stands for, someone who can take it and elevate it to main event status. And that doesn't sound to me like a job for another run-of-the-mill bum-ass Brit. It sounds like a job for a king. There are some who use the shadows to hide themselves. There are those who learn to love and embrace the shadows. And then there's for me. Because as for me, I own them. No matter where you are in the world, you see, no matter how big you are, no how bad you are, there's always going to be that one guy that you should avoid at all fucking costs. See, I'm that guy, Aries Price, as you're about to find out. I always was. And I'm always gonna be. See, not only does that title deserve better, the people deserve better. WGW deserves better, and I'm gonna give them just that. Right after I take you out like the trash that you are. Tell your daddy down at the bottom of the scrap heap I said hi. After tonight, you put some respect on my name. And you'll understand what it means when I say fear is here.